All right, guys, in this video, we're going to learn about how to flip real estate contracts with no money. Coming up. Okay, when it comes to flipping real estate contracts with no money, all right, the key here is that we are not going to be paying for anything because we don't have any money. So how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to start by marketing for properties with our time. We're not going to spend any money on it. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to basically trade our time. And we're going to go out and we're going to do some driving for dollars. We're going to knock on doors. We're going to actually cold call or cold text motivated sellers that are basically selling their house for sale by owner, or maybe even trying to rent it because they don't think they can sell it. So for sale by owners and for rent are going to be great places to start, and they don't cost you anything. Okay? We're going to call them up and we're going to say, hey, I see that you have this property. Are you interested in selling it? And if you're driving for dollars, you may even mention, I noticed there was a tarp on the roof, or that the gutters were clogged, or that there's a broken down car in the driveway. You might even also go find properties that have back taxes or unpaid taxes and call those individuals. Free way to find leads and see if they're interested in selling. And once you find a motivated seller, what you're going to do is you are going to send them a contract to purchase that property at a fabulous deal. All right. So you're not going to be paying retail. You're going to be wholesaling. Doesn't work that way. What you're going to do is you're going to send them a incredibly good deal for you, AKA a low offer, a discounted property. And in exchange for that discount, okay, the seller is going to expect conveniences out of you. So that's what you're going to do as the investor or as the wholesaler, is you're going to make it really easy for them to sell that property, and you're going to earn that discount. You're actually going to create a winning scenario for both parties. Win-win, right? Love the win-wins. They know they're going to be given the property at a discount, selling it at a discount. And we know that we're going to go out of our way to make it really convenient for them. And both parties agree, and a contract gets agreed upon and sent, and we both sign it. And that's really where it starts. So how to flip real estate contracts with no money is, first, it's going to start by finding a deal. And that's the hard part. It really, truly is. That's the hardest part, because not having any money means you're going to have to trade time, and it may take a lot of time. Let's be honest. All right. It could take a lot of time, could take weeks, could take months. In fact, most cases, it does take months to find a motivated seller if you don't have any money at all and all you are doing is trading time. So if that is you, get started right now. Jump in, start calling people, get familiar with talking to property owners, and even start going and looking at properties. If you get on the phone with somebody and they say, you want to see it? Come on over, say, absolutely, I'm going to be there in an hour or whatever the next day. Set up a time, go view it. Start doing the activities that us investors are doing. That's how you're going to learn. You're going to learn the best by being out in the field and talking to owners and sellers and just starting to do the daily activities that investors are doing. Now, once you find that deal and you have a property under contract, how to flip real estate contracts with no money is the question, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that contract and we're going to market it for sale. We're not really selling the property. Instead, we're marketing that contract to purchase the property. So the way you do this is you put that property up and you put down in the description, owner by contract, right? Those three little words will basically let all the investors know that you are the owner of this property by the contract, all right? And that you intend to wholesale it. Most people will know that, but that is enough to disclose that you don't own the property, but instead you're marketing your contract. It's three little words. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to market that thing out, and we're going to find that investor buyer. We're going to find that cash buyer, that guy that's looking for his next rental property or his next rehab property, and we're going to try to sell him our contract to purchase. And if he bites and he comes in and he's willing to pay $10,000 more than what we have it under contract for, we can either do one of two things. We can double close that deal. And if the title company or closing attorney will allow, you might even be able to use that person's money, and they won't know how much you're making, and it should pass through. Some title companies, some states even, and some closing attorneys may not let you do that. So another scenario would be to assign it, right? And most contracts are assignable unless they explicitly say they're not assignable. Pro tip. And an assignment basically just says, hey, I have the ability to buy from this seller, and you over here, you're looking to be a buyer from me. So guess what? I'm just going to get out of the way, and I'm going to connect you two for a $10,000 fee. So you're still paying me the 80 grand that we agreed, even though I'm only paying the seller 70. And the difference is going to be paid to me at closing. Now, there's even other ways, but they're going to require money, guys. Those are basically the two ways to do this without money. Other ways to do it may be a transactional lender, could be a hard money loan, it could be a private money loan, but you are most likely going to have either your own capital and or money to get into those situations. The best way to do this with no money is to assign it or find a title company that will double close it and allow you to use your end buyer's funds to actually make the purchase. And when you double close, you actually take title for like 10 minutes or a couple minutes, right? You're actually the buyer in one of those transactions, but then the title company will immediately sell it, right? You can't kind of get in the way and hold it because they won't even agree to let it be bought without that sale already lined up and pending. It's basically a simultaneous transfer, but it does kind of go through your name in that scenario. So you don't need money to flip real estate contracts, and that's basically how you're going to do it, right? You're going to market, you're going to find this motivated seller, you're going to use a contract to secure it, then you're going to go and you're going to market it for sale. Now, where would you market it for sale? We skipped over that. Typically, you're going to put that on Facebook Marketplace, local Facebook groups for investors and wholesalers and landlords and flippers. You could even put it on Zillow as for sale by owner, because essentially you are the contract. You are the owner by contract. You might even be able to list it in my state here in St. Louis, Missouri. We can even list them on the MLS owner by contract, right? And when we do that, we'll even tell the seller. In some cases, they won't want us to do that, and we won't. But in other cases, they don't care. They're so motivated. They say, if just find a partner, whatever means necessary. And that may mean us blasting it out to the list and putting it on the MLS. But what you're going to want to do to sell yours, typically without having any systems or any money already, is keep it simple, guys. Craigslist, maybe for sale by owner on Zillow. Facebook's probably going to be your best friend. Put it on the marketplace and put it in all the local groups. Also, a free way to do this is go to your local REIAs. REIA, REIA. That stands for Real Estate Investment Association. Or another way to look at it is a real estate club. And you can find a lot of these clubs on Facebook. You can also go to meetup.com, which is probably the best place to find any and all meetups or clubs that are going to be meeting in your area soon. And you can sign up on there for free, and you can see all these clubs, and you're going to want to go to these REIA clubs, and you're going to want to bring that contract with you. Not really the contract, but a marketing printout of the deal, right? And then you're going to be able to hand that out to other investors at these real estate clubs, and they will be your buyers. I love going to REIAs because all the people that are movers or shakers in the city go to them. So if you really want to up your game and you want to up it quickly, go to REIAs right away, or real estate meetups, and find these people, because then what you can do is you can start helping them. You can start joint venturing with them. They may have a buyer for one of your deals. They may have a seller for one of your buyers. Endless opportunities, right? We've probably done 150 joint venture deals in the last 6 or 7 years from going to REIAs, guys. So I can't emphasize it enough how important it is to network, all right? But you don't need any money to flip contracts. But if you don't have any money, because let's be honest, guys, money is going to make it easier. It's going to make your life more convenient. It can still be done. You're just going to have to trade a lot of time. You have to put in some work. You have to find that motivated seller and lock down that deal. Send a contract, get it signed, market that contract for sale, find a buyer, and then take it to your title company, your closing attorney, and have them help facilitate the actual transaction. Guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. Let me know where you're watching from, too. I'm always curious where you guys are learning and watching from. And subscribe for more. Last but not least, if you want some more free resources, right? Contracts, offer generators, even some free courses, some books, some podcasts, all that stuff. We have that available over at discountpropertyinvestor.com. Signing off. Thanks for watching.